So I thought I'd do a show about SA Evil bands who were more on the darker edge from San Antonio through the years. So kind of got inspired by a Mike Abominator doing the LA show, and I'm like, I know I've done like, Texas, South Texas, but now we're just gonna concentrate on my hometown. I got a little frisball going there. Hold on, there you go. My hometown of San Antonio, the bands who walked on the more darker side. So like if you're or are a gore grind band or anything like that, that doesn't really count. So has to be more, evil shit. Evil. Oh shit, look at that. $5 from Megan right off the bat. Well, damn. Thanks, Megs. Shit. Woke up, everybody. Woke me up. Damn, it's fucking loud as shit. So, yeah, San Antonio, evil bands. So, let's see what we got on the list. Let me just make sure this works. If not, we'll just do it again. Here we go. Let's see who's the first band out the gate. Make sure I'm on the right playlist. Yes, sir. There you go, some fucking Death Trippers. Now, Death Tripper was San Antonio, one of the earliest, like, black death metal bands that came out. Thrashy for sure, but totally embracing a evil type image, or lyrical themes and all that straight up evil shit. So, Death Tripper, I think first demo, Burn the Priest, was 85, and then Canis Major was 86 or so. Not totally sure on the dates, but very early stuff. Hell Preacher, I think, sprung from Death Tripper, a couple members from the early lineups, and whatever the case, Death Tripper from San Antonio. Okay, who's the next fucking band doing? What's up, Jedi's band? Cool to see you, dude. Next on the Evil Jams from the Alamo. Let's find out. All right, there you go. My old band HOD, obviously. Book of the Worm Ultimate Edition. Just waiting for a Goat Throne to pull the trigger. Layouts have been done. Music's been sent to him. Aaron just has to send to the presser. Send to the presser. This song will be on there as one of the bonus tracks. So, hell yeah. Be on the lookout for that. I'll let you know when that officially comes out. What's up, fucking Tone Joker? What's going on, dude? Cool to see you showing up. Zach, old flat brim, good to see you. Good that you knew that was something for the deep one, the little fisherman. You got it. Fish zombies. So yeah, that'll probably like be the final thing from HOD. Obviously, the Book of the Worm Ultimate Edition Digipack. So yeah, me too. Can't wait, man. Just waiting on Aaron to pull the trigger. Trigger. All right, next fucking jam from San Antonio. Purveyors of Darkness. Who's next? Fucking Hell Preacher Resurrection demo. Fucking sick. 86. That came out. Now here's a fun fact. I remember I might have said this before, but the gang vocals in the background, some of the members of Scrotum Nosedive were there doing that for them. So, go figure. Scrotum Nosedive doing some gang vocals for Hell Preacher back in the day. I forget who else was there, but I know Scrotum guys were there doing some of that too, so that's fucking cool. Unfortunately, Hell Preacher broke up when their guitarist, Danny, one of the guitarists, passed away from a car accident, so that sucked, because they were like one of the, killer bands coming here out of town, San Antonio. So anyway, it's great to see that they're getting recognition again. The demo was put out on 7-inch from with that German label, so you can get it that way. Be cool if someone like just did a CD reissue and just put that that soundboard live tape from the Cameo, as bonus tracks. I totally buy that. If someone fucking did the Hell Preacher on CD with that as like bonus tracks, I think you guys would too. Alright, moving on. Next, San Antonio purveyors of darkness are... All right, well, that was Indignation. Spoiler alert, you're going to have a lot of bands that I played in on this list. Not list. Because obviously, my bands tend to lean that way. It's such cerebral and cutthroats. Other than that, oh yeah. So, Indignation, Words of Deceit demo, that was 1991. With me, Matthew Hernandez, Mike Hernandez, Gid the Squid on bass, and Louis on drums, Louis Carizales. That demo from 91. Check this out, man. Speaking of old shit that's pretty fucking cool, check out this flyer from back in the day. Blood Feast 90, or Bloodfest, Death Fest. 1990, San Antonio at the DMZ. It featured Rotting Corpse, Splatteria, Indignation, Incest, and Laryngitis. That's a fucking heavy-hitting show from back then, let me tell you. Fucking Rotting Corpse, Splatteria, Indignation, Incest, and Laryngitis. Bloodfest 90, Death Fest. If you weren't there, you were a total poser. You may have gone to hear it, but were you at that one? Yow! Alright. Incest ruled. The band. Yeah, the band, Jake. We know. All right. Next fucking band on the list of purveyors of San Antonio. Hey, Shred, what's going on? The Shred has arrived. Shred's got a show later tonight, too. Check it out. That's why I'm flying through these songs. We got a lot of shit to get through. Next ripper is... All right, well, you got a spoiler alert from the next band. Speaking of Armageddon, what did the Def Leppard drummer say when his wife asked him to get something off the top shelf? He said, Armageddon it. Stupid. All right, the next one is obviously San Antonio's Originals of fucking evil metal. Oh, yeah, that was Black Jackal, by the way. That's some modern stuff. Modern band from here in town, Kyle. And yeah, Jake, I'm going to fucking tell jokes before you guys play. I'm going to be your warm-up act. Black Jackal, Kyle, and the band fucking doing some shit. I know I'm not doing much live lately, but he's doing Satanic Panic where he takes out and plays metal music at different fucking bars and clubs throughout the town. So Kyle's still supporting, bringing bands to town and all that. So check out Black Jackal, man. Cool band on Goat Throne as well. Good shit. Should be, I guess, still available unless it all sold out. But next, the original kings of San Antonio metal. Do I even need to say more? Or should we just dive into the unholy book? Dun-dun-dun, made up a little rhyme. Jedi Spam, that's San Antonio Slayer. The Slayer from my hometown, San Antonio. They played Hell's Heroes last year. Obviously, Steve Cooper passed away years ago. Like, shit, I can't remember. But, that's one of the main reasons they could never really, do anything. But they got S.A. Slayer. They got Jason McMaster, who I think is totally appropriate to fill in for vocals and be the vocalist for the band. Since, yeah, it's so all their stuff too. I think it's been reissued on High Roller Records from Germany, so it's pretty available CD and vinyl too. So if you liked it, Go for the Throat is more like it's a little more power metal-y, a little faster. Not like, fast thrash or anything, but, power metal fast. Where Prepare to Die is, straight up metal. Either way, they fucking rule. Great release. Put San Antonio on the map. Used to have S.A. Slayer, L.A. Slayer. That's how we would say it around here. And they posted on their Facebook, big announcement coming soon. So we'll see what they got going on. They better play San Antonio. It's cool they played Houston, but, would like to see them here in their hometown, because that would be a fucking nutso show. So, rolling on. Who's next? San Antonio Evilness. Let's find out. All right, yeah, that's my current band, Pious Levis. Our split with Mega Vortex came out about, what, 2 years ago now? We're almost done with the new album. Give us time. Not rushing it. No need to rush, but it's going to be a full length. So, everyone, just relax. Yeah, so that song was Miscreant Diabolus. You can still get that from Dark Descent if you don't, for some reason, have it. And if you're in Europe, you can get it from Invictus. They put out the split over there. Vinyl and CD. Oh, was he? Fucking Carlos? Fucking Carlos rules, man. That was cool of him. So, who went? Talk about it in chat. How was the Baharit show? Let us know. Alright, next, Reapers of Evil and Darkness from San Antonio is... All right, there you go. That was San Antonio's own Plutonian Shore. They fucking ruled. They still like one of the top black metal bands that ever came out of this town. Still active, I think. Yeah, Zeus, joined the military. Still doing stuff on Plutonian. See it pop up here and there. So he still does projects with it. We'll see if he ever brings a full band back. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, you can find their stuff on Bandcamp. Yeah, Jake is one of the Austin members of the band, but we're going to say they're from San Antonio because that's where they started. Anyway, they fucking ruled. Wanted to go to the Plutonian Shore Bandcamp, trying to find something. A lot of good stuff. What is it? Two full lengths? No, 3? I'm trying to remember. 2 full lengths and some splits, like this one was with Goatcraft from here in town, too. Yeah, you're basically from San Antonio, dude. That's where you cut your teeth. And fucking, what's up, Cobra Kai? I see you in there. Paul, how you doing today? I got my fat ball game on over here, so not doing so good. Spiritually, San Antonio, there you go. All right, let me try something different now. We're going to give the old HOD. We're going to give it a break. A break of Rooney here. Let me get this out of here. Gonna go to the YouTubes. What are we gonna watch? You know what? Incest. One of the fucking hell yeah. Another one of the earliest bands playing straight up death metal from San Antonio. After I guess the ashes of Blood Spill, some of the members went to Incest. So guitars, Rob was fucking awesome. He passed away, a couple years ago. But the dude brought some fucking killer riffage, killer leads. So let's check out Incest, the band. I don't want to get in trouble here. Hold on, let me pause this. Let me know if it sounds good to you guys too. Here we go. This is from their demo, Into the Darkness. Exterminations of Horror.
Right.
There you go. San Antonio's own Incest. That demo was like, what, 91? I can't remember exactly. But very cool band. My old band, Indignation, like playing shows with them because, you know, they were right up our alley. They fucking ruled. Doesn't get a lot of talking about, and it really should because it's good shit. Hold on. Let me do something real quick here. All right, there we go. Doesn't get much talking about, but it should because it's fucking good shit. All right, what's up, Lee? UK Lee. SA seems to have so much good stuff. I live in the fourth biggest city in the UK, and the stream scene has always been awful. We have Def Leppard. Hey, I had a Def Leppard joke earlier. Bring Me the Horizon, Arctic Monkeys, and Bal Sagoth. I know Bal Sagoth. I remember them. But this is, I'm deep diving on a lot of this stuff. The modern scene, not too many bands, are rolling heavy. So now I'm going to play a song from the second Incest demo, Misogyny. I always fuck this word up. Misogyny. Yeah, here we go. And it really is ahead of its time. It kind of reminds me of a little of Nocturnus the Key. So we're going to check out. These dudes were, they should have fucking done some shit too. They got some different members in here too when this demo came out. Dave Gore joined the band, good old Dave Gore. So, misogyny, thank you. Learn how to talk. All right, let's check this out. We're gonna just go for it.
According to
There you go. That was a fucking great demo, dude, from the early '90s here, and '92, to be exact, as it says up in the corner. Misogyny demo, 1992, San Antonio's own Incest. Fucking even having a sick name like that too. Fuck. Hold on, there, son of a bitch. So, someone should reissue all their demos, by the way. Someone's missing out on that. Now here's a band that really no one talks about, but they were fucking doing the evil stuff more in this, I guess, a suffocation style, but it's still yet an evil band from San Antonio called Apocalyptic Horror. Let's listen to some of what they got to offer. This was in the early 2010s around. Let me get this all set up for you guys. This is some cool stuff too. Playing the evil stuff back in the day. Ah, you're not supposed to see that. Giving away the game. No. Anyway, they fucking rolled. So yeah, they did a lot of local shows around here in town. Cool band. More San Antonio Evil. Here's another one. These guys are was it more 90s? In the 90s doing more stuff. Late 90s, early 2000s. This band is called Deity. And they featured at one point Louis Carsalis on drums. And then, for all you new schoolers, Kevin Talley, one of his first bands, you know, Lamb of God guy and all that. He started out in this death metal band from here in town. Let me get this queued up for you guys. This is Deity with their what year was this? 96. The Resurrected demo. We'll play the first track off of it. More Evil, San Antonio. Where the hell am I? There I am. Yeah, man, fucking Deity. They were kind of a fixture too on like shows and things around here, always playing good band. Hold on, let me read. Yes, that was awesome, punks. I was watching it and listening to fucking Mike Abominator last night. That was fucking cool. Mike had a great show last night, and I'm watching wrestling as well. SA seems such a fertile place for horror metal. Goddamn, I live in the ex-industrial city. We should have more of this. I love UK, but I must admit, US did demo foulness much better. Yeah, you know, I wish I was still just fucking killer, because Deity was fucking another fucking killer band from here in town. Not so many like it used to be. But, you know, the kids are coming around. Something will happen. Oh, you just watched it this morning? Poor EO got the kiss. The Devil's Kiss. What did the one announcer say? He wished he could do the Devil's Smooch. That fucking cracked me up. All right, man. Now, also, I got to do some honorable mentions here. You had Butchered Saint, Burial Shroud. Who else? Ancient Malice. Derek, Gods of Gore. All type of stuff, too. So, this isn't the be-all, end-all of, SA extreme metal. Just, a quick fucking look. All right, so let's listen to some black metal from here in town. This is Necro Inferno, Pious Levis drummer. This is his old band Gnostic. Two of his main guys in this band have since passed away, so fucking rest in peace to JR and Gerald. But this is some good black metal from here in town. Let's check this out. This is probably mid 2000s or so. I can't remember for sure, but we're gonna jam some Gnostic now. Yeah, man, Zeus did play with them for a hot minute, didn't he? That's right. My team is losing at the moment. The stupid Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I know. Ooh, Dallas. Fuck off. Been a fan since the 70s. Get out of here. All right, so now we're going to Going to modern times. There's this band from here in town called Demonic Knights. They play more modern style black metal. And check it out, they'll be playing this show here in town with Nickelblade, God Butcher, and Worm King. All fucking killer shit. So we're going to jam the band Demonic Knights to see what they sound like. Give you guys some modern SA black metal. Let's see. Here we go. Let me get it queued up for you guys. Do 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 do. Here we go. modern black metal band here from San Antonio. Let me get this out of here. Go away. Oh, gotta hit the right button. All right, did I play everything? From yes. All right, so we're going back to the HOD now. See what's left on the HOD. I know we got a couple jams left. Yeah, I mean, they're newer. They've been around a while, but they're still active. So, and they're playing this show coming up November 1st, day after Halloween. Nickelblade's going to kick ass, so, you know, that's going to rule. Then Worm King, God Butcher, and Demonic Knights at the Rah Rah Room. Rah Rah! Alright, next is, let's find out who's left. Who do we got? San Antonio. This is San Antonio Evil Band Show. All right, man. Catch you later, Lee. Get a good fucking sleep for stupid work tomorrow. Fucking work. All right, so yeah, obviously that was Thorn Spawn, Corn Spawn, Porn Spawn, and whatever Fraser fucking says. So that's Thorn Spawn. Yes, I was a member of the band. So was Swarngul. Basically everyone in Pious Levis except Nazareth Keith. So yeah, those were the good days back then. Fucking when it had me and Swarngul and Necroferno or whoever else. Doesn't sound like that anymore. And carrying on, the Necro cunt has arrived. What's up from England? One leaves from England and another one arrives. That's crazy. Good to see you. All right, so moving on from that, who's next? From the fucking SA fucking purveyors of evil darkness. Let's find out. Clap.
Yeah.
there you go. Fucking all the bands I played today are from San Antonio, Texas. This is a San Antonio evil bands only show. So yeah, they're from San Antonio. That was their 1988 demo. You know what's funny? I'm looking at the credits. Donnie Mills, the owner of Edit Point and producer of this, he was my what was it? Audio multi-track audio teacher at SAC, San Antonio College. Yeah, small world here in San Antonio. But this demo was fucking nutso, dude. From 1988, totally fucking insane. I remember when we went to Hog Wild. That's just like the main shop here in town to get this type of stuff. My brother-in-law Matt, we were, I think we had just started Indignation, or maybe just thinking about doing it because I was still in Cerebral, not quite sure, but yeah, it seems about right. And back then it wasn't like everyone could just buy everything they wanted. We were like broke fucking teenagers and shit. So Matt got the Bloodspill demo. I forgot what the hell I got back then, but and I think Link got whatever he got. And of course, you go back to the fucking house, went back to Matt's and put on all this shit, and the fucking Bloodspill was fucking so good. I was like, damn, I should have bought it. And I think I went back and there were no more available or whatever. A couple weeks later, I don't know. Yeah, I went to college, dude. Public college. I graduated. Anyway, Bloodspill fucking rules. That was their 88 demo. Each 3 songs, all about like fucking 10 minutes. So it's like 30 minutes of music with 3 songs and all type of crazy riff changes, tempo beats. And Bloody Freddy, Bloody Freddy did a great fucking show on Francisco's channel, Joaba. If you want to hear the history of Bloodspill, check out the Bloody Freddy show. That's Joaba, Joaba. Great fucking stories. Hear Bloody Freddy's perspective of things. That's good shit. Do I have any more Virgin Taker? I think I might play a couple things. I got a degree in evil. Yeah. Let's see if there's any more San Antonio bands left on the iHod that I selected. That might have been it. Who knows? Yep. Closed it out with fucking Bloodspill. So let's get this out of here. But let me find something for you guys, because speaking of Bloody Freddy, we'll play his other band. I think I had some shit pulled up. Let me find it. Give me a minute, y'all. Get into the history. Hoser. Good old Hoser. Another fucking San Antonio fucking legend. Just, where is it at? No, it's too far back. Let me find it. Should fucking be in here. Not that shit. I know I watched some of it last night. Bitch, don't be trying to hide. I know you's in here. Here we go. Well, check out his band, Miscarriage. They were from like the 2000s to the 2010s, somewhere in there. Let me get this queued up for you guys. This is some live stuff. We're gonna play some live Miscarriage. Bloody Freddy's on drums, vocals. These dudes were like fucking performance art, fucking death evil metal. All right, let me get this. Here we go. Some live Miscarriage with Bloody Freddy on vocals, live in San Antonio. Sin 13, that was a killer club.
of my satanic sperms. That's when I fucked this nun, who was really good, man. I didn't know she was a nun until she showed me her pussy. She had the most beautiful golden blonde hair you've ever seen in your life. Never been touched before. I began to eat her out and fill her head with simple thoughts. When she came all over my mouth, my dick was halfway in. This is a song called Rituals of the Flesh.
Can you take me higher from Creed for all you love fans? You light your lighters up for me. Alright. We only got a few more songs. And we're not going to spill no blood on nobody's equipment. But I sure love it when a death metal band is afraid to get a little blood on their shit. We will not ruin anybody's equipment because we're musicians and we love fucking equipment. We'll get blood on ourselves and on our cocks and on some of you people, but no blood on anybody's equipment. Alright. Shit, what the fuck is this song called? It's a song entitled Rivers of Blood.
All right, there you go. That was some Miscarriage. That was what, from February 2003? Shit. Man, fucking, oh, wow. Damn. Anyway, that was fucking killer. So yeah, if you when I heard our whole demo, look up Hoser Miscarriage on YouTube. Check out Hoser's page. He has a lot of cool fucking old school San Antonio shit, and he has the Miscarriage demo posted on there too. So they were cool. Miss A, happy belated birthday. It was yesterday actually, right? So I'm gonna go out with one more jam. We're gonna play some live shit. And yes, shameless promotion time. I don't give a fuck. Some Pious Levis from last year at the Unfest, the Joaba Unfest from last year. And stop asking me if we're playing this year. We are not. Y'all seen the flyer. So here we go. Let me get this queued up though. Here, link the fucking linker. Get this shareable. So this is some live Pious Levis. Another new jam. Oh yeah. About what? A little over an hour. Shredbeard's gonna have his show. Hey, there's fucking Bloody Freddy. Played a lot of shit from ya. Blood Spill and Miscarriage, dude. And here is that fucking Pious Levis shit. Here we go. This is from last year. So a new one that'll be on the new album. Let me get this shit shared. There you go, motherfuckers.
Go down to JD, Noelia, all the guys next here. C'est poco sorry.
There you go. Fuck yeah. Yeah, fucking Keith fucking busted his head open on that show. Did something with his fucking spikes, and I think he like went like that and just ripped his face all up. JD came to the rescue with a fucking towel for his ass. Yeah, Shredbeard at 7 p.m. Central my time. So get over to the Shredbeard channel. They got a cool show lined up. And fuck man, thanks for everyone checking out the show. San Antonio has a fucking killer history of fucking metal, man. And punk, hardcore too, especially in the 80s. It was fucking supreme. So check out the history. Maybe I'll do a essay fucking hardcore punk history one day too. Who fucking knows? But I'll check out the bands on the show I played tonight. Try to find their stuff one way or another. Fucking killer shit. All right, dudes, we are out. Let me get let me do some little promoting here. We got this coming up in San Antonio on November 15th. Perdition Temple, Empty Chalice, Pious Levis, Church Aside at High Tones. $15 for all fucking killer. Another set of evil bands. So that'll be fucking cool. And then Crucimentium is still fucking playing Friday, October 3rd at Brewster's Ice House. The corpse didn't get into the country. We all know about the metal threat shit that went down. A lot of the bands' visas weren't getting approved for whatever reasons. If you like Pious Levis, check out some patches over at Fomorian Productions. Fucking killer. What else? Me and Jeff had a cool show. Check it on the replay. Cyrenax earlier in the week. Some classic fucking Austin fucking thrash death metal from the old days. Here's Paul at the moment watching on his phone. And what else? This is coming to town November 1st. Necroblade. So I will be there for that. I guess I gotta show this again because this was such a fucking cool show and flyer. Bloodfest 90. Rotting Corpse, Splatteria, Indignation, Incest, and Laryngitis. I wish I could find some shit from Laryngitis. They were another fucking good band from here back in the day. This was from 1990 at the DMZ. Bloody Freddy knows what's up with the DMZ. That was the fucking place. And I believe that's it. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
What is light without dark?